many trans women, having the courage to face the outside world can be a real challenge. But a Manchester confidence consultancy has been working to change all that, offering everything from guidance on makeup to clothes and voice coaching. Born has been helping to change the lives of trans women across the UK and beyond. I went along to find out more. Paul Heaton is a makeup artist with a difference. He's one of a growing number in the profession who specialise in the art of feminising faces, and since establishing his clinic 6 years ago has performed makeovers on thousands of trans women. Paul started life as a graphic designer, but retrained as a makeup artist. One of his teachers was a trans woman who helped him to develop the skills he needed.
She was fantastic. She taught me all the feminisation tricks. I really loved the transformation that we could achieve. Originally we were just going to be makeup, but then I thought, well, we need to look at this as a whole thing. And that's when we started getting in, getting counsellors to help with the feelings and the insides. We've got a fantastic stylist that helps people pick out the clothes.
Paul has been amazed at the response, with customers travelling from across the UK and beyond, one even coming from Japan. His main aim is to help trans women have the confidence to face the world.
It's quite common that people will get dressed at home, put makeup on, do their hair, and then they might have an intention to go out, but they reach for that doorknob and they just can't do it. That's where we want to help people.
Before coming out as a trans woman 5 years ago, Lena from Wakefield had been living as a man. Born Glyn James in 1968, she married and raised a family. How do your kids feel about it?
They're okay. They're obviously not entirely comfortable with it. My daughter, she does nails and she's starting a nail course, and she still won't do my nails because she's not comfortable with it. My youngest is the best. She does dealing with it because she does hair. She's a hairdresser, and she happily do my hair for me and stuff like that.
Lena says the world has been a welcoming place, but for many trans women, sometimes having the confidence to face that world can be a real challenge.
You can actually get to the point where it's like, no, I'm not going out. You don't bother doing your makeup. You don't bother putting on the nice clothes. You sit there, it's like, no, because there's just no point. And you start shutting yourself down. It's really difficult at times.
Lena is intending to travel to Manchester to visit Bourne. After coming across Paul's work online, she hopes his studio can give her a boost.
So to see what he does, how he does it, and to actually feel that, yeah, okay, I can look that good, so I can do it myself.
It's no surprise that trans women are looking at ways to improve their confidence. Recent figures show that hate crime is on the increase. 59% of trans women and 56% of trans men hide their gender identity because of fear of transphobic reaction. Last year, the number of hate crimes related to sexual orientation rose sharply by 25%, and the number of transgender hate crimes rose by an alarming 37%. But some people would argue that those figures are just the tip of the iceberg, because according to a recent LGBT survey, the vast majority of hate crimes still go unreported because people felt they were too minor or they wouldn't be taken seriously enough.
It is a massive problem in the UK at the moment, and the the transphobic voices seem to have an ability to shout louder than a lot of other voices. All of the hate that you see in the media and things like that just really don't help. Some of the stuff is just recycled homophobia from the 1980s.
Abbey Giles has been living as a trans woman for just over 2 years. Despite her awareness of hate crimes, she's quite comfortable shopping in public and trying on clothes.
For me, shopping isn't really that scary, to be honest, because I'm one of the rare, at least I think kind of rare when it comes to trans people, I have the confidence to I don't really care what other people are thinking, to be honest.
One commonly expressed concern is the use of changing rooms and toilets by trans people.
Trans people are just the same as everybody else, you know. In fact, we're probably more scared of confrontation and things like that. You know, people just want to mind their own business. Fitting rooms are pretty much private. Nobody wants to, you know, expose their vulnerable side.
The issue of passing is widely debated within the transgender community. This is where a person feels they pass to the outside world as their true gender.
I think the idea of passing is quite toxic because it's a lot like the whole airbrushing on the front of magazines. It's kind of pushing people to conform to this ideal that in a lot of cases is very hard, nigh impossible to achieve.
Abby's family, friends and work colleagues are all supportive. She says she's not experienced lots of negativity, but stays on her guard when she goes out.
There have been times where I've kind of toned down how feminine my appearance is just because I feel like, you know, you want to kind of blend in and not make yourself a target, which is just a horrible thing to have to think about, but it's reality for a lot of people.
Over at the studio, it's makeover day for Lena. Time to witness her transformation take shape.
You're welcome. Well, the makeover's already in progress.
Yes, we've had a chat already about what we want to achieve. So we're on a night out. We don't want to go too wild. We don't want to look like a drag queen, do we? So we're doing something nice and natural using browns and golds, and we're going to beef up that lip a little bit for her.
And you're going to hopefully take away some tips that you'll be able to use in the future. Oh, you must be really excited. I think there's only one thing left. You need to take a look at yourself in the mirror. Are you ready?
Okay.
3, 2, 1, open. You look amazing. How does that make you feel?
It's brilliant. You see the difference that he's done on the contouring with the cheeks. It's darker than what I use.
Yeah.
And the smoky eyes, yeah.
They really suit you. How different is that to your normal makeup routine?
It's more than 10 minutes.
Yeah, it's definitely more than 10 minutes. Well, I think it'd be a waste not to go on your night out now.
Yeah.
How are you feeling about that?
Yeah, it's going to be good.
Okay, so it's Manchester, not Hollywood, but following her makeover, is Lena really ready for the red carpet? Who better to ask than Lena's best friend, Lou?
She's always been beautiful to me and a friend, but yeah, it's just, I can see the difference on her.
And after all that pampering, it's time to reflect.
The makeup gives you that confidence to feel that you can just push forwards, and because you feel like a greater femininity, that it gives you that confidence.
Well, it's been a very productive day today, and I think we've all earned a drink, so shall we have a toast?
Yes.
To Lena.
And look into the camera. Really lovely.
Lena's day in the spotlight may be over, but she hopes her makeover experience will give her new courage to keep facing the challenges of an ever-changing society.